head outside for some lunch. The weather looks really nice. Live Viper 5 Max is looking pretty good for us. We don't have any rain going on right now, and as you can see with the satellite image, it's kind of a split decision across the viewing area. Got a lot of sunshine across the Treasure Coast, but then we got some cloud cover down here across the Palm Beaches. And here across the Palm Beaches, we're looking at a partly cloudy sky. Up there across the Treasure Coast, completely sunny. So partly sunny, that would be a nice average for us across the viewing area. Comfortable too with that lower humidity. And as we head later on into the afternoon, hey, guess what? Temperature's going to heat up, but only to 85 degrees. And with that lower humidity, it's actually going to be tolerable. It's not going to be that bad. We can see some isolated rain later on today, but nothing too crazy at all. So pleasant air mass remains, and it's going to stick around for probably another 36 hours. And then the humidity starts to return, and it will return as soon as Friday. Heavy rain will make a comeback as well once we start heading into the weekend. Today, though, just isolated stuff. It's going to stop the clock right here at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Isolated showers beginning to fire up. Those will last probably through about 6 o'clock this evening. Then as we head into the overnight hours, we start to see all that activity just taper off, and we look pretty good, mostly clear sky overnight. Satellite radar image shows this. You got this area of low pressure right off the Carolina coastline. It is trying to pull in some drier air, and that is going to limit the amount of rain that we see later on today, and that is why we are going to see some pretty good conditions this afternoon. It is going to send a swell into the viewing area, though, and that will increase the rip current threat and also increase the threat of some coastal flooding with high tide later on today. High tide will occur at 4:22. Seas will be around 4 to 6 feet across the Palm Beaches, up to 7 feet along the Treasure Coast, and we do have a small craft caution in effect. Beachgoers, do play it safe if you're heading out there to the area beaches, because that rip current threat is high, and those rip currents will be very strong. Surf will be chest high and maybe even over chest out there along the Treasure Coast. Here's an update on the tropics. Here's Joaquin. Joaquin is a Category 1 hurricane right now. Max winds of 80 miles per hour, moving to the northeast into the graveyard, the hurricane graveyard, and we will no longer be tracking it here in a couple of days. We are watching this little wave right here. The Hurricane Center is giving it a 20% chance of developing over the next couple of days, and as it pushes west, it's going to encounter a harsh environment, and it's not going to just start developing into anything tropical. But as we get closer to the weekend, probably about Saturday, it'll encounter a much better environment. So we got to keep an eye on it. Here's a 7-day forecast. We got some isolated showers in the forecast for you today. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Then, as you can see, we'll start to approach the 90-degree mark once we get into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So very summer-like over this weekend. Morning lows will be back in the mid to upper 70s, and we'll also be dealing with some thunderstorms as we go into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.